I have done some fairly spectacular things over the years for this newspaper, but today is something extra special. You don't get too excited about super minis. But then they told me the bonus. I was driving a super mini and launching it on an aircraft carrier. We've just taken the car, the new Fiat Punto Evo, off the back of the helicopter it was shipped here in, and now, as you can see, I'm in full Tom Cruise mode, ready for Top Gun action. The Cavour, which is the aircraft carrier we're on, is the pride of the Italian Navy. It's their newest ship, and it is a technical tour de force. The Punto Evo may well be a small super mini in comparison, but it is also got the latest technology powering it. The Cavour is a massive 244 meters long. It weighs a staggering 27,000 tons. This little baby's also quite a big hitter when it comes to numbers, because since the original was launched, Fiat have sold 7 million of these cars, which makes it their best-selling model ever. Fiat have invested £220 million in developing the new Punto Evo. The Evo, if you were wondering, stands for evolution, and they've done a really good job of it. They've smoothed the front off. It's got very sleek new headlights, and I love the new grille on here, which gives it more road presence and a more bold Fiat badge on the front. They've given it a more grown-up look. In many ways, it reminds me of a mini Maserati. I like the new light clusters, which have got LED running lights, and the new interpretation of the bumper, and again, the bigger badge, which seems to be saying we're very proud of this car. I still can't quite get my head around this, of saying I'm about to go for my test drive on an aircraft carrier, but that's exactly what I'm going to do to see just how it handles in a confined space. I have to say, there's a bit of a bizarre feeling as you drive towards the edge of the aircraft carrier. There are two new engines, 1.3 multi-jet. This is an improved version of the already impressive multi-jet. There's also a new 1.3 litre petrol engine called the Multi-Air, which Fiat are very, very excited about. It's got 135 brake horsepower, so it's obviously the car to go for if you want the sporting performance to go with the very, very sporting looks of the Punto Evo. But clearly this is not likely to be my full and major test of the car. But I tell you what, it's great fun. I bet Tom Cruise has never ever done this. Okay, so I'm now back on terra firma, so we'll actually now see exactly how the Punto Evo goes on the road. It feels very, very responsive. Handling is typical Italian. You always feel with an Italian car that you should drive a bit like the Italians, which is, of course, very fast. It's very sporty inside. I mean, the cowling in front of you here with the main instruments, this could be on a sports car, on a coupe. They've also improved the fuel economy by about 8%. And the only thing that's actually been cut is the CO2 emissions. Basically, the engine cuts out when you get into traffic, come to a halt in traffic, it automatically cuts out. As soon as you press the accelerator, it kicks back in again. The changes have come at just the right time for the Punto. It is a very, very popular car, but it's also working in a very, very competitive sector. The Punto now needs to be able to match that. The initial reactions from this test drive are that it has got certainly the looks to beat just about every other one. It really is a glamorous looking small car. The engines seem excellent, and I think a more extensive ride will show us just how good the handling is, but it feels very sporty, very assured with the steering. The initial impressions of this car are very good.